Do you have any things that are hard now that you are that is challenging you, that you want to change, or just ambitions and desires that you have, how you want to develop your organization?
Yeah, so our recent challenge in that sense is the whole challenge around adaptation and finding out this, like we're talking about being in sync basically. So I think that might also come from self-organization, that there's much more of a need in order to adapt to be in sync with as a person, with your team, with yourself, with whole Schuberg. And as we grow, that becomes more and more difficult because you don't know everyone in person anymore, and it doesn't just happen as naturally. It takes longer, and our puzzle in that is how do we adapt? How do we adapt faster? How can we find a way to continuously learn and to make sure that we can tackle an opportunity or an issue when it comes along with the whole system?
And to add that, what we see, of course, in our business, that the IT is changing rapidly. So before we had infrastructure engineers mainly, then we had developers coming, and now we get more and more functional people, specialists in banking. So it's our business changes, and so is our group of people changing, which means a different setting in the whole system in a room. So that's like to add to the adaptation. It's also part of how do you organize it if it's not only. Before we were all engineers, and it's easy to take a decision with similar kind of people. But now we have different kind of people, and also it's more and more in the DevOps strategy that you actually are at the customer side and that you work together with the business and marketing people instead of their IT department. So we have a lot of changes already there, not only IT-wise but also culture-wise. And if you want to work together in different ecosystems, you have to be very self-aware as a person. We're good at this, or I'm good at this, and as a team we're good at that, but we miss this and this. So you can actually co-create together for the customer their new developments they want, changes, apps, anything. So that to add to your research, that's the reality we are in, and you are working in how to figure out what is working best for us.
Yeah, with a combination of observations and storytelling helps a lot as well. The type of research I do takes stories, lets them emerge, and then we can see patterns through that. And also, being there when teams make decisions, for instance, and to see where does this all fit together, and especially these different new experts and different voices and different mindsets to bring them all together in one. It can be an article, it can be a podcast.
So you're kind of anthropologist who is walking around and listening in and spotting the patterns. Is that what you do?
Well, it doesn't seem like it, I hope. But I am in like all kinds of different, for instance, when there's an offsite, or I was also part of the appraisal prep team for a while, and to see. Yeah, also it's just having your antennas on constantly, right? So it's never really, it's not like I'm standing there taking notes and looking at what's going on, but to be there when stuff happens. And also the podcasts we're making now, they help me also to see how do different experts see the world, and to all in my head combine that. And then we talk about it, and then new stuff comes up again, and then I think the ultimate way to write it down is then where it all merges.
Mm-hmm. So it seems like, of course, you're working very hard here to serve your customers, but it seems like there's also time for reflection and what Otto Scharmer calls the presencing, that things may emerge. Is that right, what I sense?
Yes, and but I do think we should make more time for presencing.
Okay.
Because it's we won the award, as I said already. It's called the Anti-Stress Award, and then I got a lot of questions, people saying, no, but I work very hard. Yeah, you work very hard, but we don't have things. Well, you can have stress, of course. I don't want to deny that, but compared to other companies where suddenly there is a reorganization or you feel powerless. We try not to have that here, but people tend to work very hard here. It's a lot of work.
Out of passion. Yeah, it comes from.
So,
Yeah.
and then this eagerness to create something for your customer or to fix it or to make it happen or get that deadline is sort of contrary to, oh, let's sit and stare out of the window and find reflection. But we do, of course, via retros severely, because if we don't make time for it, like with the appraisals, we just, there's always something to do.
Yeah, and as a whole system to reflect is of course also a challenge as we grow. Now I'm noticing through my interviews that people start reflecting in the interview process of that research, but to really be as a whole company. And yeah, we have had the moment like this. We had a summit where everyone was where we're looking for what is actually our purpose together with our customers, but this whole system reflection is.
So in the end, yes, you can say there's always more time, but on the other hand, we organize it. So
you have to make it a priority.
Yeah.